Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Alright, so I've been riding this electric bike for a while now. I've clocked some serious miles on it. My main reason for getting it was to navigate the city, since driving's a hassle and public transport can be a nightmare. Let's dive into my experience with different aspects of the bike. Unboxing and assembly. The bike arrived in a seriously huge box. It's mostly pre-assembled, which is a plus. Just the front wheel and handlebars needed attaching, and the included tools were adequate. I got the battery charging while I did that. The packaging did have a small dent, bending the rear derailleur guard slightly, but it was easily fixed. I'm not a gear tuning expert, so I took it to a local shop for a professional tune-up. This is something to consider if you're not mechanically inclined. The battery and motor. I went for the larger model with bigger wheels and a more powerful battery. It has multiple levels of pedal assist, ranging from zero motor assistance to full electric power. The throttle's handy, usable on all settings except for the pedal-only mode. Even hauling my weight, the motor handles acceleration and speed maintenance on flat surfaces perfectly well. It's surprisingly quiet, too. You'd barely know it's electric. Battery life is good. I've done longer rides and haven't fully drained it yet. Charging does take a while, though. Drivetrain. This bike features a reliable shifting system. After the professional tune-up, shifting is smooth and quiet. However, even at top speed, the highest gear feels a little low for my taste. I understand it's designed for a mountain bike style, but it's something to consider if your use is predominantly road riding. Suspension. As this is marketed as a mountain bike, I expected decent suspension. The front fork is adjustable, but the overall performance is underwhelming. It handles smaller bumps fine, but the rear suspension is quite harsh on even mildly uneven terrain. It's fine for paved roads and the occasional grassy patch, but forget about serious off-road riding. This really wasn't up to par with my expectations for a mountain bike. Brakes. The bike comes with mechanical disc brakes, but they felt underpowered for my weight and the bike's speed. I decided to upgrade to hydraulic brakes, which made a massive difference in stopping power and safety. It was an added expense, but totally worth it in my opinion. Customer service. I had a bit of a hiccup with my initial order. I changed my mind and needed to cancel an order, which took a frustratingly long time to resolve. Communication was slow and a little difficult due to language barriers. While I eventually got a refund, the whole process was much more drawn out than it should have been. There was a little extra hassle with the incorrect bike being returned as well. They did eventually sort it out and get the right bike to me, but it was definitely a trial. After receiving the correct bike, the only other issue was missing instructions for the bike computer, but they were quick to send me a digital copy once I contacted them. Overall, this bike is a solid option for city riding or short off-road adventures, especially if you're looking for a more budget-friendly electric option. Just be aware of the suspension limitations if you intend on doing anything more than light off-road riding, and definitely factor in potential upgrades to the braking system. The customer service experience was a bit bumpy, but I got there eventually. I'd recommend it, but with a heads up on what to expect. I also had a flat tire recently due to a small puncture. This could happen to anyone though. A flat tire wrench is a good thing to buy for this bike. It wasn't included. And that's a wrap. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe. Got questions? Let's chat in the comments. See you soon.